Welcome to this introduction to the Operations Manager Routing and Remediation solution for Azure Automation. The solution forwards event information from SCOM to your service desk and provides information back to SCOM about the service desk tickets that are created. It includes the ability to route tickets to specific support groups with specific priorities based on a flexible set of rules. It also includes the ability to run diagnostic or remedial tasks. Okay, let's take a look at the solution in action. So I have a couple of new SCOM alerts in my system and the monitors have just been started up, so those are going to pick those up in a second. I'm going to take you a quick walk through the runbooks using the Calvarian Runbook Studio. We've used the Runbook Studio to create all of the runbooks. It accelerates our runbook development. We also use a number of integration modules in the solution. So our first runbook picks up our alerts from SCOM and writes them to our SQL database. You'll see a common theme through each of these runbooks is that we have error handling and the management of all of our housekeeping data to reduce the amount of load that we place on SCOM and on the service desk. In our second runbook, we retrieve our enrichment information from the database and we create our event in the ServiceNow system. And our final part of the first flow, at least, is to take that ticket information and paste that back into Operations Manager so you can see the ticket IDs within there. Okay, so that's the first set of runbooks. Let's take a look in ServiceNow and see if we've got our incidents. So I'm just going to refresh the screen and you can see the first of our incidents has come through and it's been assigned to the service desk. Okay, I'm just going to refresh again, see where that second one's got to. Okay, refresh. And we can see the second incident has come through and this one has been assigned to a different support group. As I say, the rules are all held within the SQL database. It's a very flexible way to manage those rules and you can have different assignment groups, different priorities, and we can even have different remedial tasks or diagnostic tasks assigned to them. So in the meantime, whilst that incident is being created, we've added some tasks to the action queue, and this runbook is going to pick up those tasks. We're going to find the appropriate Azure Automation runbook to launch and launch that runbook. The output, and this is the diagnostic runbook here, so we can see quite straightforward. It also writes back to the PDS, and when that's completed, the final runbook in the diagnostic process picks up the information and writes that back into the event ticket. So you can see we can get this diagnostic data from the database, and using the integration module we update the ticket. Okay, so let's take a look in ServiceNow. That should have completed, so I'm just going to reload this incident. And if we scroll down, we can now see that there's a great deal of diagnostic information that's been applied. So using the same rules that we use for the assignment, we can vary those diagnostics as well. So the final part of the flow, we're going to close the incident in ServiceNow, and we've got a couple of runbooks. The first monitors ServiceNow for those closures, and we update the PDS when we find them, and then finally we close the incidents within SCOM. Also, if we was to close an incident within SCOM, then that information would also be passed back through to the service desk. So now in SCOM you can see we've just got one alert left as the other one has been closed. Okay, thank you very much for watching this introduction to the Operations Manager Routing and Remediation solution for Azure Automation. If you'd like more information about this or any other products, please visit www.calvarian.com.